Introducing the incredible journey of Eric Spofford, a man who defied all odds and turned his life around from high school dropout and drug addict to becoming a nationally recognized CEO and Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Join us as we uncover the inspiring story of resilience, determination, and success. From battling addiction to founding multiple successful businesses, Eric's path was filled with challenges and triumphs that every aspiring entrepreneur can learn from. Get ready to be motivated and enlightened as we delve into the life and wisdom of Eric Spofford, a true testament to the power of perseverance. Welcome back to the channel, and let's dive in. At 21 years old, Eric Spofford was a high school dropout committing crimes to support his drug addiction. Today, he's the CEO of Spofford Enterprises, focusing on venture capital investments, real estate development, asset-based lending, and entrepreneurial coaching. He is also a national speaker, has testified to the United States Senate, and was named Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2018 by the Small Business Administration. We can all learn a thing or two from the man who defied all odds to turn his life around. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll tell you everything that you need to know about Eric Spofford. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Let's dive in. His birthplace is USA. In terms of financial resources, his mother and father were not very well off. They were in charge at a pivotal moment in history when Eric Spofford was born. He had to juggle the demands of raising a family while also trying to pay for his children's education. Later on, he relocated to another city with the intention of pursuing a higher education. In the course of their childhood schooling, he and his siblings formed a strong relationship. For a long time, Eric Spofford has been married to a woman who is well known by everyone. In his family, he had just a few children. All of them were well known by his surname. Relationship status. Eric Spofford seems to be unmarried, yet he is married. He has been married for a significant amount of time, and over that period, his wife has shown a great deal of cooperation with him. They've traveled and enjoyed the married life. They got our best wishes for a prosperous and loving future together, and we look forward to sharing the fruits of their union with the world. Education. Eric Spofford began his education at home. Here, he received a solid foundation in academics. Afterwards, he graduated pre-kindergarten. He returned to high school, and after receiving a degree from there, he attended college after graduating from high school. He pursued a college degree while still in high school, which enabled him to advance significantly in his professional career. He also graduated from college. The life to spend during the education, he learned few more things, which has made a huge upgradation in his later life. Eric Spofford has obtained many degrees during his career to reach his current position. Professional life. Eric Spofford actually started his occupation immediately after having his graduation. His professional life presented an overwhelming number of difficulties. He had such a difficult life to handle that he never gets any rest. He lacked a college degree and worked full-time at a clothes business. He decided, after consideration, to continue utilizing his managerial talents. He was confident in his abilities and believed he could do well in the job of executive assistant, but he was at a loss as to how to actually get hired for the position. Although he enjoyed his job and got along with his coworkers, he yearned for a more difficult position. Despite he has not yet landed at his target, he has begun the journey there and is making a progress towards his goal. The whole world is familiar with this individual now. He succeeded in his professional aim and reached a large number of individuals as a result. Throughout his high school years, Eric struggled to maintain a sense of stability. He struggled with drug addiction from an early age, which eventually led to his departure from school. As a drug addict and high school dropout, Eric Spofford seemed destined to lose control of his life. However, when he made the conscious decision to leave his addiction behind, a whole new world of possibilities opened up. Eric first made a name for himself as CEO of Granite Recovery Centers, the first and largest addiction treatment center in New Hampshire. After more than a decade of helping people recover from addiction, Eric still serves as the executive chairman of the Recovery Center and plays an active role in the company's daily operations. Nonetheless, Eric Spofford decided that he had even more aspirations in the spring of 2021 when he founded Spofford Enterprises. While it may seem like Eric Spofford quickly turned his life around, the path was not easy. Being a self-made entrepreneur is already difficult, and Eric had to fight the stigma of being a high school dropout and recovered drug addict at the same time. Fortunately, Eric Spofford persevered and now runs multiple successful businesses. Moreover, he was named Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2018 by the Small Business Administration and continues to work as a national public speaker on topics like addiction, mentorship, and entrepreneurial success. Here are 3 skills every aspiring entrepreneur should hone, according to Eric Spofford. 1. Fail forward. As a recovering addict, Spofford understands the value of second chances. That's why he founded Granite Recovery Centers, one of the largest substance abuse treatment facilities on the East Coast. Regardless of your past mistakes, from failed investments to businesses that flopped, you should never give up. Instead, learn from your mistakes and use them as fuel to your fire. Everyone can name titans of business who have legendarily persevered through their failures to become the household names they are today. Learning how to handle failure is an essential skill that every entrepreneur should hone. Be willing to do the work and make sacrifices, Spofford says. 2. Networking. Every successful entrepreneur understands that relationships are key. Look at the statistics. 85% of positions are filled through networking. The close rate for face-to-face meetings is 40%, 80% of professionals believing that career success can be elevated through professional networking. The bottom line is that communication is a vital business tool, and everyone should focus on honing positive relationships. Showing the human side of your business and sharing the journey that you have taken to reach your position will help you in building lasting and fruitful relationships that can lead to bigger returns, says Spofford. 3. Risk-taking. Risk-taking is another vital skill that all aspiring entrepreneurs should hone. But according to Spofford, the key is calculated risk, not just spinning the roulette wheel and hoping for the best. It takes discipline, knowledge, and research to be able to identify which chances are worth taking. Risk-taking is not a blind act as most people think, explained Spofford. Taking risks is an effective exercise to improve our skills, learn to stay alert, build plans for failures, and so on. In short, risk-taking makes one strong. In fact, not only is risk-taking good for you, but research has shown that when we think we're minimizing dangers, we may just be postponing these problems for the future. Eric Spofford may not have had an easy life, but he has completely reinvented himself and become a huge success story. These accomplishments are largely thanks to his keen ability to overcome adversity and his relentless drive to execute personal and professional goals. Going forward, Eric Spofford wants to see continued growth in Spofford Enterprises and eventually create a platform for partnership and mentorship among entrepreneurs. Be sure to check out our video on Luke Belmar, a young dude who once started from nothing and has achieved almost everything while still being less than 30 years old. Insane, right? That was all from us today for this video, folks. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.